Hello everybody and welcome to the week 41 recap. So this will be like the past 3 weeks or so, but well, timing wise I just wanted to get this out on Sunday. So yes, it's probably gonna be a bit of a shorter video this time around because I don't have you can see I got quite a lot of categories out, mostly because I have nothing new on that end. So I mean I do have some new things, but they are very minor, so I don't want to talk about that. Mostly because like I've been reading a lot of different manga, but that's not important. Um, Mostly, yeah. But so first of all, I'm not gonna go into video video schedule because that's gonna be its own thing. But I'm gonna do something about that. I'm still working very heavily on some videos. Hopefully after this I'll actually get finished with one of those reviews. So we'll see about that. Regardless, let's first go on into the games. So, yeah, I want to talk about like 5 different games that I've been recently playing a lot, or that have been kind of interesting, and those are, well, first of all, of course, I've been playing a lot more of Hades, even though on stream I finished it already, but it still is a game that I really enjoy, so it's interesting. I don't know, it's so weird that that game is, even though there's really very little for me to explore, the game's it just feels good to play, and that's why it's like intrinsically rewarding to play. And of course the little things that I do still need to complete, like some little things like couple of the storylines and a couple of things. There's very few tasks for me left in the game that I still want to complete those. The journal isn't exactly finished, but mostly because I'm not gonna go fishing all that much, and that would be a pain in the ass. So, but yeah, it has been just fantastic. I love that game so much. It's definitely one of those. Once again, Supergiant Games quality. They always have each and every one of their games is fantastic, and this one's no different. And then I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter World again because because the final big update for it came, which is the Fatalis, and we really want to go get that with the group. We kind of stopped even though Alatreon was released, mostly because we tried it a couple of times and we failed miserably. But now we're once again starting to fire that up so we can go beat Fatalis, and it'll be fun. But regardless, Monster Hunter World, that's always been really fun. It is such an interesting thing that only problem I have with the game is that it takes really long, and it does require a fair amount of concentration, so it is a little bit exhausting to play it for long periods of time, but it is definitely really rewarding and I really like it, so I don't mind it at all. And then of course I've been playing quite a bit of Tyranny once again, because I do want to eventually beat that game, and it's something where I don't think it could make for a pretty good let's play or something. I think it will make for, like, even if I beat it once, it still will make for at least a couple more let's plays, because it has multiple endings, I've heard. Actually, a friend confirmed it. So, and it is just really fun, traditional CRPG fun with a really nice twist on the whole everything basically, and the faction system is just fantastic, and the relationship system is just really good, and it's all around really nice. And the magic system actually really drew me back into it, that I really started playing it a little bit more when on the stream I started showing it a little bit, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot how good this is. So I started playing it a little bit more, and yeah, a little bit more again, and now it's been quite a while. But yeah, then 2 games that I've been testing out a little bit recently that I do want to highlight. First of all, Unfinished Swan. I was actually aware of the game before it was released on Steam, mostly because it was a PS4, well, it was apparently mostly a timed exclusive. But yeah, it was a PS4 exclusive, and I was really bummed out about that. I hope I'm not giving misinformation. I think it was, like, just locked for PS4. But yeah, it's really interesting game. It's basically that's something that I would recommend everybody go check out how it looks. It's mostly just like an atmospheric exploration game and all that stuff. Not exactly a walking simulator. It's really weird because it has such a heavy use of well, contrast. It in the beginning of the game it lacks any kind of shaders, and you as a player character just throw bloblets of ink that color the world, and you can actually see correct perspectives and where you can go, and that it looks really cool, and it's really weird. I really like it because it's a really interesting way to color the world in a way that you can actually see it. I should play it a little bit more, but I don't know, it could also be a pretty worthwhile let's play idea. I don't know, it's really cool, I like it. Then one last game that I did play was actually Quantum Suicide. I've been testing this out quite a bit recently. It's basically it's Danganronpa, and that's obvious. Apparently, looking at the background of the game, it was made by fans of Danganronpa as a tribute to, well, kind of a tribute, in the way that they wanted to make another game in that specific genre, in the way that they have death games and such. And yeah, that's definitely what it does. It's a little bit, I mean, I don't want to come off too negative about it, but it's, I do have some good things to say about it, but it's not. It shows a little bit of amateurish, how amateurish it is, but it's fine. It's been an interesting experience at the very least, and one really good thing about it is that there's the timeline navigation, which allows you to, because it's a visual novel more than Danganronpa, which was, Danganronpa has been always pretty different. But yeah, Quantum Suicide is far more of a visual novel than anything else, and it has a timeline that you can easily navigate and just load in the different parts of the timeline with different selections and all of that. I know it's nothing new with visual novels, but it's something that I like to see, and especially in that game because it does lock you heavily into different routes and that. So it's fine. I didn't want to sound too negative because it's obviously probably one of their first big projects. I don't know, haven't looked too much into it, the background still, even though I said I did a little bit. Yeah, it's a interesting little visual novel, and it's been fun. Oh my goodness, I've been rambling so much, whatever. Then, I've been still watching shows with my friend because it's fun. It's really entertaining just watching with. So, yeah. So we finished Beastars, which, yeah, that was good. Not gonna go too much into detail about that because if you don't know what it is, watch it. Then, no, honestly, Beastars is just fantastic, seminal masterpiece, honestly. So, and it's just the first episode of Beastars took me 2.5 hours to go through because I was pausing at almost literally every frame, so, because it's just really good, and it has a lot of, like, they thought out everything in that show, so it was quite an experience. Then we watched Rising of the Shield Hero, or more like Rising of the Capitalist Hero, but yeah, Rising of the Shield Hero, which honestly was, well, it was a disappointment considering how much hype it got during its airing, but watching it, it was isekai trash. It wasn't anything all that special. The really interesting parts about the Rising of the Shield Hero were during the beginning, when there was more of the capitalist side to it, and that fact you had to be a merchant, and it was more interesting in the beginning, but it really started going downhill really quickly. You know, it still has potential and all that, and it's a good way to, you know, rope people in and get invested in the story, but I don't know, just it was a bad idea to watch that after Beastars. It wasn't really a favorable comparison. And then we started watching Wakfu, which I know people have been asking me to do a commentary on that, but we kind of wanted to just watch that because it's I don't know how much commentary I could even give on that. Well, I could. Yeah, I honestly could give a lot, but it's really, it was Wakfu. We are at episode 9, I think. We watched that previously, so it's really good to say the least. The first 5 minutes of Wakfu were just a really good way to buy me into the show because it had like really nice action, use of magic, and just kick-ass animation, and just top of the line, just everything. So it's just there's a lot of things that I like about Wakfu, and the first of all is that it has really freaking good animation considering when it came out. Like it's like 2004, 2008, something like in the early 2000s, and it's really freaking smooth. It's really good. I really like Wakfu. It's been a once again Western developed cartoon. Definitely, it's obvious that I mean, yeah, made by French, but it's really good. I really freaking like it. Yeah, it's a really cool animation style, and yeah, it's based on a game, I think, like an MMORPG or something. I don't know specifically about that, but the show has been just fantastic all around, and I've loved it so much. It has really good, like, one thing I really like, because I really like magic, so it has very liberal use of magic. Well, not the most, like, they don't constantly start flinging spells, but they really do utilize them a lot, and that's really good. But they don't solve everything with spells, so it's just something I really do like. And of course it is more geared towards younger audiences, so it has more, you know, monster of the day type of pacing to it, but it's done in a very nice way that it isn't like even though it has a very there's a reason why that formula is used so much, and that is because it's efficient way of storytelling while keeping the interest curve constant, and that's really of course it's tried and true, and it's functional, but really the characters and the animation and just everything about it is just so entertaining. And the show is once again something that I really do appreciate about, I said about Owl House, I'm gonna say about Wakfu as well, is that it's really original, and that is just like originality and creativity is something that just oozes out of that show, and it is something that's infectious and makes me so drawn into the world. It's just Wakfu is just looking fantastic. Just I love that. It looks so good. Yeah. So that's basically everything, but I will showcase some pictures here. So I'm gonna probably fade my own face out of here, but the artist I will showcase here, I do believe that they gave me permission for this. If they don't, I'll re-upload this video and delete it out, but still, regardless. John Dunham, just making fantastic artwork, so, you know, just showcase it here, and I hope you like it. I like it, so, yeah. This, like, they have such a really, man, those, just, I love that. I really do want to use the platform for promoting artists that I think deserve more, like, recognition. And even though I don't have a huge platform, it is something. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and see you later. Gonna move out.